Hey. This is Anne from the Enchanted Cottage. It's like one of those, at least I'm not the movie star in the bikini showing off the body, but I am the senior woman saying, hey, I'm not wearing makeup today. And background is important, but behind me you'll see all the boxes I didn't put away. An art project going on, which is lots of fun. My big news is that where is it? Wherever my foot is here, I fractured my ankle. This is my mini brace, so it's a little easier to get around. I fractured it all by myself. I was galloping down the stairs. I didn't hold on to the reins, and lo and behold, I was crumbled at the bottom of the stairs. Cannot even blame a dog. So that's my news. But there's also news from the dogs at the Enchanted Cottage. Bernadette got in the car all by herself today. That was a first. It took a little while to get her in the garage, but all by herself, she hopped in the car. We drove around. She cried, but she's looking out the window a little bit more. I was trying to think, a bird hit the window and she almost landed in my lap, hit her window when we were driving, but she recovered. She's doing good. I talked to the vet. The vet isn't thrilled about examining her in the car, but we're going to try and see. She said it could be dangerous. I think she's never seen Bernadette. Bernadette's not going to be dangerous. She's very docile, and when she gets scared, she goes within, as opposed to striking out. It's kind of like her mom. I go within when things happen. I took Rye to the vet today, put him in his little box. Last time I took him to the vet, he's not a good car rider. Let's just start with that. When he was a wee puppy, he had his own little car seat, like the kind when I was a kid, with the steering wheel and everything. And he'd sit in the back in his car seat, and we'd drive to see my brother, his uncle, and it was only 6-7 blocks, but Riley would scream and sing the song of his people so loud that heads would turn as we're driving down the street, and I would just pretend I couldn't hear him, but he's just screaming the whole time. So last year when I took Riley to the vet, he is, of course, singing the song of his people, and he sings like I do, but he's loud, and screaming and screaming. But then he got under my seat, and he's a big little dog. In other words, he's chubby. He got a chubby mark on his health certificate today. But he ramped my seat, my driving seat, up and off the trolley thing. And all of a sudden, so I'm driving standing up, which you really can't do. So fortunately, I was in town, pulled over, had to get out, get my seat back on its trolley, or rocker, or whatever that thing is that your seat's hooked to. He's just terrible. So today I put him in a box. And he rode all the way to Sheboygan Falls, which is about a 20-minute drive, screaming. I just went to that special place. And then he went in by himself because I said I had a fractured ankle, didn't feel like going in. And they don't care if you go in anymore anyway. And he marched in like a good little soldier and had a nice exam, $300 later. And then he marched out. So that was cool. The only weird thing is I have to get a urine sample from him. I'm thinking, really? He's kind of low to the ground, But I have 7 days to get a urine sample. So we'll see how that works. He goes on a pee pad. I wish I could just maybe wring out the pee pad somehow, but that would be gross too. So I don't know how that'll work. So anyway, that's Riley's news. Bernadette's news. She rode in the car. But the other thing is, I live in a gated community, i.e. my house, so I have gates on the stairs and gates to go into each room. Bernadette, wise, smart girl that she is, now is able to open each and every gate. She has learned whether you push up and over or whether you can go under, or every gate is a little different, and Bernadette can indeed open each gate. So the gates are somewhat of an illusion. I'm leaving them up because it gives me a chance to at least hear that she's about to breach an area where she shouldn't be, and gives me a little more time to get there. So the gates will remain up, but like I say, they're just an illusion now. Bernadette knows how to open them. And I think that's it. News from the Enchanted Cottage. I'm working some artwork. I had to do a collage about Sheboygan, so I'm going to play with this and puts tiles on it and beads, of course. Of course, that's just the collage work. And you see behind me the window is not making any progress from last time. Maybe even today the boxes will get open. You know, when my knee hurt, now when my foot hurts, I kind of leave the boxes there behind me and I open them as I need them. It's right by the door. They come in and they wait. Milk bone, typing paper, painting tape. Yeah. When you live alone, you can get away with a little more casualness. Ooh, casualness. Just as we're leaving, I want to show you a pretty flower my friend gave me this. She grew it herself. I thought it was fake. It was so beautiful. Isn't that a sad state of affairs? But I don't know. What do you think it is? It's not a chrysanthemum. They curl inward. Maybe a zinnia? I don't know. But it's very pretty. There's a little something. Was there something hanging right there? I don't know, I see in the reflection. And then she also gave me a rose, but Bernadette liked the rose, and she kept running around with the rose in her teeth, but it still smells like a rose, so I'm going to keep it. Anyway, it is a beautiful day. It was down by Lake Michigan. Oh, she is moody in a magnificent, majestic sort of way. The waves were breaking. I mean, I don't know why there weren't more surfers there unless it was too dangerous, but I wouldn't think so. Huge waves coming from all around, and the lake was in about 4 different color palettes, bright and different. You could really see the color. It was just a gorgeous day. And why was I there? I took Bernadette on that ride, like I said. So part of her ride is she has to look at the lake. And that's it. Peace from the Enchanted Cottage. Have a wonderful day. Bye.